Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a really powerful story from the Bible, found in 2 Samuel, chapters 9 and 10. It's a story about promises, kindness, and how our past actions can have ripples we never expect. So, let's set the scene. David is now the king of Israel. He's powerful, he's secure on his throne, and he could easily just enjoy his success. But David remembers something important. A promise he made to his best friend, Jonathan. Way back when they were young, they swore an oath of friendship to each other and their families forever. Jonathan, as you might recall, was the son of King Saul, who spent years trying to destroy David. Now, with Saul and Jonathan gone, David asks a question that reveals his heart. He says, "Is there anyone left from the house of Saul so I can show him kindness for Jonathan's sake?" Think about that for a moment. Instead of wiping out the family of his former enemy, which was common practice for new kings, David wants to show them kindness. He finds out about a man named Ziba, a former servant of Saul's house. Ziba tells him that Jonathan has a son who is still alive. His name is Mephibosheth. But there's a catch. Mephibosheth is lame in both feet. He was injured in an accident when he was just a child, as his nurse fled with him after hearing of the deaths of his father and grandfather. David doesn't hesitate. He summons Mephibosheth to the palace. Imagine how Mephibosheth must have felt. He's the grandson of the former king, living in obscurity, and now he's being called before the man who replaced his family. He probably feared the worst. He bows before David, calling himself a dead dog, which shows just how low he felt his status was. But David's response is incredible. He tells him, "Do not fear, for I will show you kindness for the sake of your father Jonathan." David restores all the land that belonged to Saul to Mephibosheth, and even more amazingly, he invites him to eat at the king's table for the rest of his life. This wasn't just a one-time meal, it was a permanent place of honor, treated like one of the king's own sons. David didn't just fulfill a promise, he went above and beyond, showing incredible grace and compassion to someone who could offer him nothing in return. This story of kindness in chapter 9 is immediately followed by a stark contrast in chapter 10. The king of the Ammonites, an ally who had been kind to David, passes away. David wants to return that kindness to his son Hanun, so he sends a delegation of officials to offer his condolences. A simple, kind gesture, right? Well, Hanun's advisors don't see it that way. They're suspicious and paranoid. They convince their new king that David's men are not there to comfort him, but are actually spies sent to scout the city for an attack. Their paranoia leads them to a deeply humiliating act. They seize David's envoys, shave off half of their beards, a sign of great shame in that culture, and cut their garments in half, leaving them exposed. When David hears what happened, he is, of course, furious. But his first concern is for his men. He tells them to wait in Jericho until their beards have grown back, showing care for their dignity. The Ammonites, realizing they've made a huge mistake and provoked a powerful king, don't apologize. Instead, they double down and hire foreign mercenaries to fight against Israel. So, you see the contrast? In one chapter, David actively seeks out someone to show kindness to, based on a past promise. In the next, his attempt to show kindness is met with suspicion and insult, leading to a major conflict. These two chapters, side by side, give us so much to think about. They show us the beautiful, restorative power of keeping our word and showing grace, as David did with Mephibosheth. And they also serve as a warning about how suspicion and pride, like Hanun and his advisors showed, can reject kindness and lead directly to conflict and disaster. It's a timeless lesson about the choices we make and the kind of world we create with our actions. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope this story inspires you as much as it inspires me. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.